What's up? What's going on, y'all? We have some real bad technical difficulties this morning, so I had to get on my iPad just to let you guys know that we technical difficulties are real this morning, man. They are pretty rough. My computer won't work. You know, uh, my computer's not working. Nothing working. Um, uh, so I'm on my iPad. Hopefully, people get in here. But we have a little bit of discussion like this, but I'm not sure that it's gonna be real long one because I'm on this iPad. But um, you know, sorry about the technical difficulties, but I can't even get on my computer. I can't do anything at this moment, so I can't do anything at this moment. My computer, my internet, everything is down. So I'm on my iPad, just kind of hanging out. So I won't be able to share my screen with you guys this morning. So we'll keep this one kind of short, just because everything is down for me right now. I don't know what happened. I've been trying to mess with this thing all morning, and it is just not cooperating. What's up, Dr. Rob? Yeah, I'm late, man. I can't get anything to work this morning. Ken, good morning. How are you? Um, So yeah, I'll read through some of these comments, but yeah, so bear with me, man. My whole internet joint is down. It just keeps spinning. So I got to call the company today, figure out what's going on, figure out figure out what we can do to try to get this fixed. Clint, good morning. How are you? Um, Want to tell everybody, we had a great space last night. We had a great space last night. We really did. We really did, and a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff that we talked about. If you missed it, you know, then Mentalect morning. If you missed it, you missed a good space last night. We went through a lot. We went through a lot of what's going on in the whole meme coin world today, um, and a lot of just what's going on around a lot of different topics. So make sure you're there on Tuesdays and Thursday nights because they're really good spaces. It was like 3.5 hours yesterday, but it was a good space. XXI, good morning. I was just telling these guys my internet is down this morning, so I'm not gonna be able to share my screen or do any of that. But I'm gonna run through some stuff with you guys on my iPad, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Gonna be a short one because I do have to get my internet um, fixed, and so I can actually kind of try to get some work done today. But I was just commenting on a space last night that I thought it was a great space. Lasted a little bit longer than they usually do, but it was well worth the time. And people need to tune in Tuesdays and Thursday nights because it's a good space. So pre markets ain't looking too bad today, guys. We The only one that's in the red right now is the Dow. It looks like the S&P and the Nasdaq are in green. Cryptocurrency market is bouncing back. Um, they have a really looks like they're really bouncing back. Um, Bitcoin's up, Ethereum's up, BNB's up, everything's up, um, and the market cap is up. So everything is moving well. Everything's moving pretty well in the cryptocurrency market, along with the stock market. So I'm going to expect a good day today. I'm going to expect a profit taking day today. Uh, Make sure that you take your profits today. Make sure that you're looking at them charts today. Um, because it's going to be one of them days where I think you're going to have the ability, if you DCA'd your way down through, to be able to take some profits. Things will be up. Man, I have nothing working for me this morning. So, Black Insanity, good morning. XXI, uh, you guys, Elmo, good morning, man. Elmo, my internet and everything's down this morning, Elmo. So we're gonna make this one pretty quick. But I just I want you guys, to know the cryptocurrency market is up. It's up pretty good today. It started last night, started to reverse itself, and then it started. It held on over the night. Over the overseas markets, held it. Um, so that's a good sign for the morning. That's a good sign for this morning. Google came in with great. Google and Microsoft really came in with great earnings this morning, um, and they really beat estimates. And I think that's kind of what's driving a lot of this market up. Um, when you look at BTC sitting at 28.9, way up from yesterday. Ethereum sitting at 1,914, way up from yesterday. So all of this, all of this is really good. Sorry, I had a text. All this is really good. The market is up. Everything is looking good. Um, I'm sorry that I can't not share my screen because I'd love to share this with you. BNB's up to $338 right now. XRP sitting at 47 cents. Um, Doge is up. Everything is up today. Started last night. The reversal started last night, and then we're carrying it over to this morning. So expect an update today. Expect a good day in the cryptocurrency market today. I think Alphabet, Google and Microsoft's earnings came. They came in. They really beat expectations by a lot. So I think that that's going to drive a lot of the tech sector up, which is going to drive a lot of the cryptocurrency market up today as well. So I think it's going to be a good day. Um, so I'll let you guys know right now. I have to pull up my YouTube in order to see your comments, because I am on my mobile. So let me go ahead and do that now. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be good. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Coinbase as well. We know that Coinbase put that lawsuit in yesterday. What's up, Crypto for Starters? How are you? We know Coinbase put that lawsuit in yesterday. I made a video about that, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about why that's different than the XRP case, and why this is going to move a little bit faster than the XRP case. Um, the the X the Coinbase case is not going to try. It's not starting at trial, right? It's starting in the appellate courts, which means that there's no briefings, there's no discovery process for any of that. So what ends up happening is you end up not having to do the depositions and a whole paperwork exchange between the attorneys. So it's going to move quicker. Um, and the what the Coinbase is asking for is basically rulemaking decision, by the SEC. They want the SEC to answer the question of why cryptocurrency, or why the regulations that currently exist do not fit cryptocurrency, and how they plan to regulate cryptocurrency in general. So that's what Coinbase is suing them over, and them are the answers to the questions that they want, which I think are legitimate questions. They filed these questions um, with Coinbase. I mean, Coinbase filed these questions with the SEC back in July. The SEC failed to answer these questions, which is why Coinbase sued them. Basically, Coinbase is suing them to do their job, right? That's basically what's going on here. And this is going to be one of these ones where it's going to move fast. It's going to go from the appellate court. They're going to have briefings and they're going to have hearings, right? Then this is how it's going to go. And then they're going to have amicus briefs. Amicus briefs are briefs um, that when other companies agree on one side or the other, that that they write a letter to the judge stating why they agree. Don't be surprised if some of the biggest names in cryptocurrency come to Coinbase's side and write amicus briefs in favor of Coinbase. And I wouldn't be surprised if we seen some, Senate and House, both Democrats and Republicans, both write amicus briefs on the side of Coinbase as well. So I think this is going to be good for Coinbase. Obviously, the SEC can come out at any point, make rulings, and clarify cryptocurrency regulations, and this whole thing can go away. But the chances of them doing that are slim. So I think that when you look at it for what it is, this thing's gonna move pretty quick. So it's not. So don't think that this is like the XRP case. Um, it's not. Um, and this ruling does not have any effect on the XRP case or anything like that. But what it can have is some discussion about from a judge to a judge will look at this and might say, you know what, the SEC doesn't have clarity on what's going on, so let me go ahead and settle these other cases pretty quick. So it can have some psychological effect on what goes on in some of these other cases. But I don't want people to think that this Coinbase case is going to drag out as long as the XRP case, because they're two separate cases, heard by two separate parts of the justice system. One is a trial, and Ripple started at trial, and this one's starting in the appellate court. So two different sets of rules, two different sets of game plans about how they proceed. So, I think Coinbase is in a little bit better position on where they're going to start and where they're going to end and how fast it's going to go. Coinbase has assembled a hell of a legal team to fight this as well. So, good position for them. Let's see. Um, there was something else I was gonna take up with you guys. It'll come back to me, but want to run through this though. The markets are looking good. Make sure that you're watching out too. It is meme coin season. We talked a lot about this yesterday on Twitter Space, and what I want you guys to understand when it comes to meme coin season is make sure that when you're investing in cryptos that are meme coins, like Pepe, like a lot of the other meme coins that are coming out, make sure you're doing it with new money. Make sure you're not playing with solid investment money. Make sure you're being smart, and you have to be willing to lose it, right? You got to be willing to throw that money in there, and you have to be willing to lose it. You have to be willing to look at it and say, if I get rugged on this particular project, I threw $50 at it, I'm good, right? So, make sure that all that is going on, and make sure that when you're in projects too, you're not in them negative Telegram groups, them negative Twitter spaces, them negative YouTube streams. Make sure that you're around positive people, because all that negativity runs a little dry sometimes, and you can get yourself caught up make sure that you know that when people like myself or other people are talking about projects that are already out and they're in the meme coin realm, it's probably, it may be late for you, right? It may be, it may be late for you. Um, you know, um, so you may not be getting in at the bottom. So make sure you understand that. Um, Chris B, good morning. Good morning, Chris. How are you? Dr. Rob, Chris B, Dr. Rob. Um, it's it's all about it's all about making money. It's all about making money, guys. And make sure that when you're investing in these things that you're not keeping your money in there long term. Um, make sure that you're ready to pull money out as soon as you're in profit, as soon as you hit your profit mark. Make sure that you're pulling your money out. You can always jump back in on the next dip with a little bit of your initial investment or a little bit of your profit. But make sure you're at least secure in your bags. Make sure you're being smart. Make sure you're staying away from all this negativity. The negativity in this space and in this market, if you're in it enough, will drive you absolutely crazy. Make sure you're staying away from all that. And good. Thanks, Daniel. Good. Thanks, Daniel. How are you? I'm good, Chris. If my internet was working today, I'd be a whole hell of a lot better, brother. I feel a little behind the eight ball because I can't share my screen. I can't do anything. And I'm gonna have to fix it before I start working. But yeah, I didn't want to miss an opportunity to get at everybody this morning. So we're doing it mobile. Hopefully, hopefully this works out for everybody. And it's not too bad. It's not too bad for everybody. Just listening to me talk again. But tomorrow hopefully we'll have everything back up and running. Um, did did want to did want to I gotta open up my Twitter here because there was a story that I wanted to share with you guys, and I had it pulled up on my computer, and we we already know how that went. But yeah, like we were saying, and just piggybacking off of last night a little bit, just make sure you're being safe with your money. I'm not going to tell you how to invest. I'm not going to tell you, when you should sell, when you shouldn't sell, all that stuff. And if people are, then you probably should run from them, and keep it moving, because they obviously don't have your best interest in mind. Um, I want to go over First Republic Bank, guys. These guys are in trouble. Look for uh look for probably a bankruptcy out of them. Look for the federal government probably to take over First Republic. They're out here, they're running around. They're looking for some of the bigger banks to bail them out right now. And it looks like it's probably another bank to fall. And this is probably why you're seeing Bitcoin rise too. Every time one of these banks fall, Bitcoin goes on a run, because Bitcoin was built to hedge against all this stuff, right? So Bitcoin's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Um, and I think here we go again, right, with First Republic. So we're back at it. This bank will fall. That will that Twitter that Twitter space. That Twitter space was yeah. Oh well, that Twitter space live last night, man. It's Austin. Austin could have ran for president last night, um, with the way he was speaking. Uh, but we stated facts in there last night. Elmo, it's an unrecorded space, so that's how we're able to go in there, and we're able to lay things down in a way that people might not feel comfortable coming up saying it in a recorded space, even though some freaking clowns decided to record it themselves. That's fine. I don't care. Anything that was said in there, I'll back up anywhere in any VC or anywhere else. Let them freaking clowns, or like XXI says, them goofies, let them do their thing, man. Ain't worried about that. Ain't worried about them. Um, but it's an unrecorded space, so um, it is what it is. Um, Selling ledger. Um, so we'll let them goofies do what they do. Um, but yeah, that was a great space last night. Some don't like some don't like the truth. Chris, you're right. Some people don't like the truth. They can't handle the truth. But you know what? It is what it is, man. You come to my space on Tuesday, you're gonna get the truth, man. We're gonna drop this. We're gonna drop the truth, and I'm gonna let people speak their piece. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let people say what they need to say and get it off their chest, and that's why it's an unrecorded space. Because I want people to be able to come in there and talk about what's going on in their cryptocurrency journey, and you know what? And if people don't like it, then so be it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Everybody walks a different journey, and everybody should be able to, to talk about it. And Tuesdays, Tuesdays is that place to do that. And we all don't have to agree with each other. We all just have to respect each other at the end of the day, and that's what it's about. Um, you know, I know XXI, but you know what? You did a great job last night, XXI, and I appreciate everything. Everything you had to say last night. You know, you laid it down 100%, and you did a great job. Um, so you know, Cody, what's up, man? How are you, brother? How are you? CODM Crypto. We know who you are. Uh, Dr. Rob saying what's up to him. And another big piece of news that people need to watch out for is Binance backs out of buying Voyager. Binance US backed out of the deal to buy Voyager. They had an out in the contract, and because of how the court system handled this situation, it allowed that out for Binance to kick in, and Binance took the out. I think that they took the out because they don't want to deal with the United States government, who was trying to block this deal. And you know what? People are probably going to get on CZ for backing out of this deal, but I don't blame CZ for backing out of this Voyager deal, given the fact that he knows what's coming at him in the United States. Binance US was gonna buy Voyager. Why deal with the nonsense? Why deal with the ridiculousness? Um, Even further, and prolong the fight. So he backed out, and I don't blame him. If you're gonna blame anybody for CZ backing out, blame the government, because they're the ones who put this situation, in front of CZ, and the only thing he's doing is reacting to the situation that the United States put him in, right? So, um, he backed out of the Voyager deal. Now Voyager has no buyer right now. They have zero buyer, which means the people's money that's on Voyager, the chances of them getting that money back, or even a portion of that money, it's getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer as every day goes by. And here we are. You had a buyer. You had somebody who was willing to give the Voyager holders a a decent return on what they had in there. And you know what? Excuse me. And you know what happened? The United States government, messed it all up. And that's what they did. And CZ backed out. And I don't blame them for backing out. Sometimes you gotta know when a deal's not gonna work out in your favor, based on the political atmosphere around you. And this is one of them. And I don't blame them for backing out. I really don't. Uh, I'm never, I'm never getting my money out of Voyager. Dr. Rob, probably not. You're probably not gonna get your money out of Voyager. I think CZ was the last hope for you guys, for people that have money in Voyager. I think, and not only was CZ the last hope, I think he had the best deal. Even from people that were talking about buying it earlier. Michael, hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. But I don't think I think at this point in time, unless it's a United States company, or a hedge fund that buys it, I don't think that you're gonna see your money back. I don't think that you're gonna, I think that this is it, and the bottom line is CZ was willing to buy it. He had the money. He showed them the money. They asked him to show the money. He showed the money. And that still wasn't good enough. And y- at the end of the day, you can't blame CZ. What more could he have done? All right. What more would you ask somebody to do that wants to buy a company and make the shareholders not whole, but as close to whole as he possibly could? What more are you going to ask him to do? So, at some point you have to call it a day. uh, USTC uh USTC will repay. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it repegs. Them whole algorithmic stablecoin things. Um, I tell people run away from them. Michael. They're dangerous business, man. Um, you know, once Luna and them guys depegged and people figured out that the mathematical equation on how to break that peg, it's hard. It's hard to have confidence in them. I don't tell people how to invest, but what I can tell you is that when somebody tells me that they're invested in an algorithmic stablecoin, um, I wish them the best of luck, and I can't put my money in them. They've been they've been known to fail. They've been shown to fail, and they're just dangerous because when they depeg, they go down, and they go down quick. So, good luck. I mean, if you're invested in there, good luck. I hope you make a lot of money. I hope you're successful. I hope it works out for you. It's the best I can say. Uh, you know, but with that, guys, I'm not gonna keep you guys on here that long this morning because I'm working behind the eight ball here, and I don't feel like I'm doing you guys justice by not being able to give you guys the stream that you guys are used to. But I did want to get at you guys this morning. I wanted to make sure that we connected this morning because the markets are looking so good today. A lot of times we talk and the markets are terrible. We talk more about them being terrible than we do than we do d- talk about them being good. So the markets are really good today. They look really strong today again. ETH is back up around that 1900 mark. Um, and it looks like it's staying there. It looks like it's not a flash run. It looks like it's staying there for a little while. BNB's back up. BTC's back up, which is driving the rest of the market back up. Everything looks good for today. So, if you were buying over the last couple days when this market was way down and everything was sitting way down, you may want to look at maybe pulling a little bit off the top of that, depending on how much you put in. Obviously, it's all relative to what you put in, right? So, if you put a large sum in some of these, or a decent sum of money in some of these, you may want to look at pulling some of that off the top as the market runs. But I would wait and see what happens when the stock market opens today, because Alphabet and Microsoft really put out some strong earnings this morning. And And I'll tell you, it's good. Let's go Pepe. You know what? I was dogging on Pepe for a little while, but you know what? I want people to have fun with their money. You know what I mean? And if you're invested in Pepe, I want you to have fun with your money. I'll tell you, I actually threw a little money at Pepe yesterday when it was down. It was down a little bit. And I threw a little bit of money at it, but that's my screw you money. So you know, we'll see what happens. I threw it in there. We'll see what happens. If it goes, it goes. I'm just I'm actually people think I dog on meme coins. I don't really dog on meme coins. I think that meme coins are fun, man. It brings some fun back to the space. It just scares me that people don't know how to invest in them. They don't know what they're doing. Some people think that these meme coins are going to save their life, and 9 times out of 10 they're not. 9 times out of 10 they're going to leave you holding the bag. You just got to know how to play the game. But I think they're fun. I think if you treat them the right way, they're actually fun plays. But you got to know how to treat them. Keep buying, keep buying that dip, keep buying that dip, and yeah, Chris, you always buy the dip. And one of the things is, I always tell people, cash is a position, right, Chris? And in order to buy the dip, you got to have cash. So you can never be 100% invested into the market. You always have to have money sitting on the sidelines to buy these dips. And these last couple days have actually been tremendous dips for people to DCA into. I bought Matic. I bought Bone. Um, I got into Chainlink. Um, you know, I you know, I bought into some of the other projects that I really believe in. I put some more money in there on these dips. So I just I really do. I, I enjoy these red days. These red days to me are like money in the bank. Um, where do you where do you think where do you think Bone is going? Bone's gonna go straight to the tippy top, in my opinion. I think that when Shibarium comes out, you're gonna see a run. Uh, then you're gonna see a level off, and then when the bull market comes, you're gonna see another run. I think all the meme coins are gonna list on Shibarium during the bull run, and I think you're gonna see the volume go through the roof. You can remember what I said. Bone is not listed on any of the top tier exchanges either. So I think they're just waiting for it to become a coin, and when it becomes a coin, I think they'll list it. And when they do list it, you're gonna get the tier one runs. You're gonna get the Binance run. You're gonna get the Coinbase run. You're gonna get the Crypto.com run. You're gonna get all that stuff. I can see Bone sitting at 100 plus by the time it's all said and done. Um, meme coins, meme coins should 100% of of your uh, of your portfolio. Meme coin, meme coins should, man. If you got meme coins as 100% of your portfolio, you're probably gonna be broke. Clint, absolutely. Um, yep. Let's see, I'm trying to get through some of these comments here. Uh, read. Yeah, we do love buying dips, man. Dips are where it's at. Dips are where you're making your money. Um, I love red days. I'm telling you guys right now, like I love red days. Red days to me are like money in the bank, man. Uh, I look at that and I look at like the other day when we were on here and the charts were completely red and the market was bleeding out. you know, my wallet was on fire, man. Like I was burning money through there a little bit. So them days, I love them days, man, and I think them days are great days. And when your favorite projects are down and you have a solid belief in where they're going, and you see them dipping, you see a great opportunity to increase your position. And anytime you can increase your position in a project that you believe in, that's got to make you smile. And what makes me smile even more is when I see people. There's a couple projects I have that I really truly believe in. I really truly believe are going to be dominant in this space, and that I invest in. And what makes me laugh is when people are selling out of their positions, and I'm just watching my position grow. I just keep moving up the ladder, and you know that right there, makes my day. Uh, Good morning, Francis. We had some technical difficulties this morning, so I'm coming to you from my iPad, but we're at it, Francis. I'm glad you joined us this morning. Um, ghetto, ghetto, yeah, we're getting it done. Um, those those red those red damn, I lost my place. Those red those red candles, yeah, them red candles are like money. They should be like money. They should feel like money to you. Big watch. Big watch, dude. How are you? Good morning, man. Just catching up with my technical difficulties and trying to bring you guys a little something this morning. But I'm gonna get out of here in a minute. Uh, big 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 Rob, Chris E, Francis. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this today. I'm gonna get out of here because I do have to get my internet fixed before I start work. But I got to tell you guys, be careful out there today. The market looks great today. The market looks strong today. So go ahead and take profits if you're in profits. Make sure you're securing your money. Make sure you're securing your initial investment. Make it, when you secure your initial investment, you can never lose. And that is the key to winning this game of investing, whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's stock market. I don't care what you're investing in. As long as you have your initial money out of there, you can never lose, right? So make sure you're taking your initial out. Make sure you're working to do that. Um, Make sure you're securing your bag. Make sure you're securing your position. Make sure that you have cash on the sidelines to buy these dips. Never be 100% invested in the market. If you're 100% invested in the market, you're going to miss out on a lot of good opportunities, right? So make sure that you have money to buy dips. And if you were doing that over the last couple of days, you're probably sitting in a really good position right now. You're probably sitting in a spot where you're like, damn, I either lowered my average cost on that particular project, or I really, really built my bags up to where I wanted them. I had XXI on here. He told me he met his Jasmine goal, on the dip, and you know what? That's great. That's a great feeling for people, but you got to have money on the sidelines to do that. So, um, make sure you're taking care of that. Make sure you're tuning in to Dr. Rob today, 11:30, Twitter Space, and don't forget, guys, MMAI. We are having a mint on Friday. We're going to start that mint of the properties that you're going to be able to reveal your property. I'm going to start that mint on Twitter Space. And then we're gonna move that over. Okay, it's noon today. My bad, Rob. Noon today. We're gonna start that mint on Dr. Crypto's Twitter Space, and we're gonna move that probably over to Awesome's live stream on Friday. So Friday's a big day for MMAI. It's a big day for property holders. You get to see what you have. You get to see what you're holding on to. So make sure that you're locked in on Friday. Make sure that Friday, it, you it's going to be a big day. And there's just no way around that. And I'm not trying to hype that, but people have been waiting a long time for this. So I expect people to show up, you know, um, and make sure don't be scared to come up and tell people what you got. You know what I mean? Tell people if you got a car. Tell people if you have, whatever. You don't have to tell us what. You don't have to say what NFT number it is, because then that doxes your wallet. But don't be scared to say, I'm in at a store, I'm in at a car, I'm in at this, I'm in at that, because you know what, a community, as a community that's as tight as MMAI, they're gonna share together, and we're gonna grow together, right? So, don't be scared. Nobody's gonna say anything to you when you come up and you tell us what you got. I mean, don't worry about it. Just come up, grab the mic, man. We love it when people grab the mic and have a conversation. So, make sure you're there for that mint. Make sure you share with people. Make sure we're all one big huge community. Let's make sure we all talk to each other. Let's have a good time on Friday. We have to celebrate our accomplishments, and this is an accomplishment for the MMAI project. Let's make sure we celebrate it. Let's make sure we're positive about it. We're gonna celebrate our accomplishments, and this is one of the accomplishments. There's so many failures in this space, so we got to celebrate the accomplishments. Selmo, how are you? You coming in, and I'm leaving. I'm sorry, brother, but we're having some technical difficulties this morning I got to take care of. But I missed you this morning, man, and I'm glad you at least dropped by. But, let's go ahead and let's do that on Friday. Let's make sure that, we're all together. We're all supporting each other. Let's all support each other through this whole crypto journey thing. And let's all support each other in our, if anybody has any questions, let's all help each other out. Let's all do this thing together. And I'm going to leave you guys with that this morning. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, hopefully, everything is working for me, and we can get to a better spot, and share a screen and get back to where we usually are in the morning. So with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow 7 a.m. Be safe out there, guys. Trade safe. Be safe. If you have any questions, ask, and don't get robbed, and make sure you're investing in good solid projects. Appreciate you. Appreciate your guys' time. See you tomorrow.